I guess I can show the trailer here. We can have a look at this trailer.
Look who decided to crawl out of the rubble. Did you enjoy your last beating so much?
This game does look really cool, though.
Well, if you're looking for a painful and humiliating end, you've come to the right place.
It's always nice to see where, like, an indie take on some, like, established game. This is called GENOKIDS. I want this.
You know, I always wanted to ride one of these.
You mean that kiddie ride?
It's not a kiddie ride.
You actually want to
No,
ride
this is a different game.
Man, you're being a pain in the ass.
No, we've moved past Luminous Nights.
You asked for it. Get me gone.
I thought we're gonna have a look at that in a moment. I just wanted to show this one.
I just did.
Correction, I need this.
So it's my turn now. Come here. Your face ain't gonna punch itself.
Here we go again.
There we go. That's GENOKIDS. The demo is out now. If you want to go play the demo, you can go and do so. Oh, there's a. Okay, we'll have a look at the other one. The thing that you want to have a look at in a sec. We'll have a look at this first. This is like 9 minutes long, so it's gonna take us like 20 minutes.
Guys, it's cynical.
This is a year ago. We'll have a look at this first, and then we'll have a look at the KH May Cry mod. Yeah.
And welcome back to another video. Today for you guys, I wanted to feature an upcoming hack and slash indie game known as GENOKIDS. I've been following this project for quite some time now. It's been in development for the past 2 years. It's been developed by only 2 people over in Spain, which I think is super inspiring.
Okay, that's actually kind of impressive.
I just kind of feel like this project needs a little bit more exposure. Especially considering that I feel like you guys...
There's a lot of impact in the combat, and that's something a lot of game developers sort of get wrong. Like, a lot of people have decent animation, but they don't add in the additional stuff to really make the animation feel like you're hitting something, right? And that's one of the things that Luminous Nights was currently missing, where the animations look cool, but you know, it just feels like you're hitting the air.
Take some interest into this. If you are into hack and slash games for a start, that's great, but it does take inspiration from Kingdom Hearts and Devil May Cry. Before we get
I
into
don't
today's
see any
video,
Kingdom
though,
Hearts in
a quick
this.
Message from today's sponsor. I'm assuming that you're a gamer and that you probably use the Ultranet. Well, if that's the case, why aren't you using Opera GX? It's a browser that's dedicated
Because I'm a Linux user, it's not on
designed
Linux.
to keep your PC in tip-top shape with low CPU and RAM usage.
Have you noticed that there's been ads for just Opera itself recently? Not even Opera GX.
To Opera GX 6 months ago. It's also an ultra handy network limiter for if you want more of your internet usage to go to a game.
That actually is a useful feature.
Rather than the internet browser. Opera GX also comes
More
with a
browsers
ton
should
of
have that
features
feature.
like customization, being able to choose between different themes, wallpapers, and color schemes. You can access the GX player on the sidebar here to access your favorite music and podcast streaming services like Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube Music, and
I use
more,
Firefox
without the need of an additional tab. Go you, man. That's pretty impressive. Integrated social media channels to quickly access that.
So waste all of your time.
Free VPN service? What? Keep up to date with.
I'm just gonna say this: please don't use free VPNs. Please don't use a free VPN. There's a reason it's a free VPN.
With all of the upcoming games, this one's
Watching ads on stream, we don't skip ads. If you want to skip ads, go watch videos yourself.
Opera also has a mobile app to allow you to seamlessly sync all of your browser goodness between devices. Honestly, I haven't looked back, and so should you. Make the change. Hit the link in the description down below.
Go do that.
Download now, or you can scan the
I've
QR
used
code on screen to download
free Proton VPN because I am broke.
It's a hack and slash, and it's very apparent through playing the demo, which is publicly available to everyone right now, that it definitely does have that Devil May Cry Kingdom Hearts DNA infused into it. I think it's very impressive that only 2 dudes here have managed to make a very, what feels like, smooth and competent hack and slash combat system. That Kingdom Hearts lock-on system is here with the auto
Okay, I guess that's the Kingdom Hearts part of it. There's just the Kingdom Hearts lock-on.
You can directly
Sure.
focus on the target that you want to deal damage to. You then have the health bar of the enemy that you're locked on to up the top of the screen. We've also got that classic Kingdom Hearts dodge roll going on, and even in
yes, the Kingdom Hearts dodge roll. This is like the mindset of the Souls-like gamer. Like, it has a bonfire, therefore Souls-like. It has potions, it's a Souls-like. You die, it's a Souls-like.
Seems very reminiscent of Sora's aerial dodge in Kingdom Hearts.
I'll give you that one.
The classic Kingdom Hearts aerial recovery. You've got that upper slash technique to swipe an enemy up into the air to then perform an aerial combo in similar fashion to something you would find from Devil May Cry. The demo doesn't really provide too much other than being able to try out 2 characters and go through a few waves of enemies. But
yeah, the demo now I think has 4
offer,
characters.
because this was just simply a simple combat test, it's very apparent that these 2 guys know exactly what they're doing, and there is certainly some big...
That look cool.
GENOKIDS is going to center around a band group known as GENOKIDS. The members, known as Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow...
Wow, what creative names those are.
Are faced against an alien invasion, and
that's how I would name characters.
Take care of these interesting-looking alien-type creatures. So in the game, you'll be able to play as any of the 4 characters, and it does look like they actually do plan on being able to switch between all 4 characters on the fly, which each individually do have their own movesets and special abilities to utilize. In the demo, you're only able to play as Blue and Red. Red in the demo is still a work in progress, but it gives you a basic idea as to how these systems work. Blue is the sword user with quick sword combos, and Red is the heavy-hitting fist user. Down the bottom right hand of the screen,
he likes to go around fisting people.
The character's special attack gauge. It's cut into 5 blocks, as each special attack...
If you say don't use VPNs, sponsored by YouTubers. Oh,
each character has
the
4
sponsor
different
YouTubers.
special
There's like no
attacks you
VPN
can
you can use
utilize.
then.
I can't imagine
Except like
that for the full
Mulvad.
version,
Yeah, go and use
if you're able to
Mulvad, I
switch
guess.
between all 4 characters on the fly. This is going to create definitely some crazy depth when it comes to switching in and out of a character just to use their special attack. Maybe it might be one that will flick the enemies up.
I'm definitely
and
gonna
then
try
to
this at some
quickly
point. It
switch
looks
back to
really
someone
cool.
like Blue, who is fantastic for those aerial combos. Then we've also got the hype gauge, which is basically like a form gauge. Once this is maxed, you can press L1 on the controller, and the character will go into a special form, which looks really cool. It will increase
A devil
damage
trigger,
as
you
well
might
as
say.
attack speed. There is also a parry system in this game, so if you do guard against an enemy's attack, you can
Oh, I'm never gonna do that
counter
properly.
attack back for some nice damage. And a mechanic that I really like in this game is if you jump and then jump again, you'll quickly zip over to the enemy that you're currently locked onto. This makes it very easy and quite smooth feeling to attack enemies that are either still in the
I
air
see.
or of course far away. The juggling system of this game is something that I could see being quite a lot of fun, like just keeping enemies up. In
Yeah,
the
if
air by
you're good at it.
using all of these different mechanics, knowing each of the characters' special attacks, and of course, because Devil May
Is
Cry
that
is
better?
one source of inspiration for this project, yes, there is a style meter. So as you're dealing more damage, doing heaps of attacks, mixing and matching different abilities, no doubt I would also say that switching between different characters and doing all kinds of different cool combos will help keep that style meter up. I also love the art style of this game.
Oh, so even just having like a low combo, it's still gonna give you like something cool to see. Dope.
Well, that cartoon cel-shaded aesthetic is
I
really cool.
honestly, like that's a style I wish we saw more games use now. Like, there's too many games that we see trying to be hyper realistic. Like, everything has to be hyper realistic. Like, can we just have games that look fun, right? Like, I've said it before, but games like Okami still look great today. You don't need to, like, I'm so sick of AAA studios making every game with the exact same art style. Like, do something different. Remember when, like, remember when EA was not just pumping out EA games that you see now? Or Ubisoft. Remember when Ubisoft made, like, Sands of Time?
I think that we don't see overly too much nowadays. Back in that kind of PlayStation 2 era, we used to see a lot of games come out looking like this, and it kind of seems like a thing of the past.
Yo!
It's
How you doing?
Hi-Fi Rush that came out recently that takes on that OG type cel-shaded cartoon style. So it's cool to see that hair. It definitely reminds me of like The World Ends With You, though. I'm getting that kind of vibe.
We are 6.5 minutes into the video, and you've mentioned The World Ends With You for the first time.
Like the characters and the art pieces that we've seen from this game.
Why does he have glowy nipples?
Also, for whatever reason, the moon in one area of this game looks basically like a massive Emil head. So you can definitely tell that there is Square Enix inspiration infused into this project. While the demo is just a basic arena type setup, when we're looking at like full-on levels for this game, which it definitely does look like there's some variety when it comes to the level design of this, there will be exploration and different platforming segments that you'll have to go through. For instance, this clip right here
I just noticed that all of the glow sticks were blue, so I guess blue's the only one that has any fans.
shows us wall running to get from one platform up to another. So yeah,
always
there
nice
will
to
be
see.
Actual like traversal throughout each of the stages. I would say think of each level layout as.
What are
something
we watching again? This is You Should Know About GENOKIDS, Kingdom Hearts and DMC inspired hack and slash.
How Devil May Cry deals with its level layouts. I would say, if anything, levels will probably be laid out similar to a DMC game. There's also going to be voice acting throughout this as.
DMC games are fairly flat, so I don't think that's the case.
As well, which obviously just adds to that whole immersion factor of the narrative. Right now, Blue, Red, and another character known as Candy currently do have voice actors, and there is going to be a Kickstarter to help further fund this project, and that if that is successful when that drops this year,
that moon looks
more
really
voice
fucking cool
acting will
though.
be added throughout the game. So that right there, guys, gives you a basic idea.
The
as to
camera
what
is the enemy.
GENOKIDS
The camera is the
about.
enemy, as
You can tell
always.
There's a lot of heart and soul that's gone into this from only 2 people. I think it's super impressive. As I was saying, there is going to be
A game as bad as Kingdom Hearts. For someone who hates Kingdom Hearts, you seem really obsessed with it and bring it up at every possible opportunity.
Kickstarter later on this year, just to help further fund this project. I believe that if the Kickstarter isn't successful, because they did actually run one in the past, they'll just continue to obviously make progress on the game with an eventual release. It's just basically side funding to help make that progress go further. I'll leave the overall website link as well as the Twitter account link in the description down below to the project if this is something that you guys want to keep up to date with. Also, like I was saying, there is a public demo available too, so why not try it out for yourselves? However, guys, I'm Cynical. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys real soon.
We've watched too many cynical videos today. We watched too much of the Gamer's Joint. Again, here is that video. Yes. As I said before, I like Cynical's videos, and we're gonna watch more of them at some point.